Welcome in, everybody. If you're catching this on the replay, thank you. Appreciate that. Let me get the camera set up here. Give everybody a few minutes to get in here. We got a lot we can chat about tonight, everybody. Hello and welcome. My tripod's broken, so I'm dealing with it best I can. Welcome in, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Lorelai is making a fish head. She's got this gigantic fish head that she's gonna be cooking for dinner tonight. Appreciate the thumbs up, whoever's back there in the background. Thank you all for coming in at 6:30. We are down in Alabama today, believe it or not. We've been in Florida, you guys saw earlier down on the beach. But now we're hanging out back in Florida. It's beautiful days in the mid-80s and nice breeze. You just couldn't ask for better weather. So, man, we're excited. Let me turn you around. You can see Lorelai cooking or prepping cook work. I got to get something to drink anyway, so. Make sure you come in and give us a thumbs up and drop a chat. Let us know who's all here. Got to swig some Gatorade. Gus is in the house. Good evening. How are you, buddy? Did you see that, man? We're doing good. We just got back from Florida, back to Alabama. And we spent the day over in Destin, Florida. Having a good time. Oh, we're happy to ask. Well, there's Lorelai. She's trying to make a big old fish head. So we're down at our Airbnb, and the knife isn't so bueno. Is bueno good? No bueno? I don't know. So look at her fight with that fish. Show it. Stand to the side. Give the action. Woohoo!
Juicy everywhere.
And it's been beautiful weather down on the Gulf Coast. Hope it's great weather for you out there in the land of Georgia. Woohoo! Dogs are tired. We left them at the Airbnb all day. Lorelai got to go swimming. I did a live stream earlier on the beach. So things are good. Need help again? You need a big American muscle again? She's over there fighting like crazy with that fish head. Fishy, fishy, fish heads. Man, it's a big one too. It's a big old snapper. We bought some grouper heads the other day, but we're gonna take those back to Arkansas with us. And she got a couple big red snapper heads today. She's gonna cook one. I think she's gonna freeze the other and take it back. We caught some fish last night. We went fishing down by the bridge and caught some fish. We're not gonna fish tonight, but tomorrow I think we're gonna go fishing. And if the weather's good, I'll try to live stream the fishing. It was just so windy last night that you would never been able to hear anything I said. I mean, it was so rough, but that's all right, just part of it. Yeah, we like snapper. We're big fans of snapper and grouper. So this is a fish head. And fish heads, I didn't know this until I married Lorelai, actually have a lot of meat in them. And so she's gonna fry it up. And I'm gonna stay out of the way and let her. How you doing over there? Look like you're doing a good job. What do you guys think? Got a bunch of people in the background. Come on into the chat for us. Give us a thumbs up if you're back there just hanging out trying to figure out what in the heck we're doing. Come on in. Hey. I forgot. Hey, it's TV time. TV.
No, that's your money.
I know what I said. I said some things and the dogs went crazy. I can't repeat it, it'll go crazy again. Who gets the eyeballs? Dennis wants to know.
Me.
Dennis, Lorelai gets the eyeballs.
And you.
She gets every bit of it. It's like the best thing to do. Yes, welcome in everybody. Did you like the beach video, Dennis? Did you stick around? You probably missed a lot of arm candy that we did earlier, the live stream earlier at the beach. Lorelai went swimming. And I sat back on some kind of wooden thing and did a live stream. But I still think I got more sand on me than she did. So yeah, she's cutting the old fishy heady upper thingy upper. And then she's gonna season it and fry it. But our Airbnb, the knives are rated PG. The knives are rated PG. So they made them really dull here at the Airbnb. And you guys saw the thumbnail, right? That's what the fish head looked like before Lorelai, did the Filipino thing to it. We did, and we found them. Yes. David's in the house. Yes, Dennis. David Carroll, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate that.
I went to deep fishing at the golf place.
What part of the world are you in, David? Yeah, Dennis, there's not one inside, but there's one out. There's two outside. Texas! David Carroll's down in Texas or over in Texas. We're hanging out in Alabama and Florida this week, goofing off. We just got back from Florida down at Destin, and we were gonna go fishing later, but it got too late. So we got a bunch of running. We got to go to Fairhope, Dolphin, and Spanish Fort tomorrow, and neighborhood hunt. But we're gonna try to go fishing tomorrow night. I'll zoom in for you guys so you can see Lorelai butchering that fish. A lot of traffic today. We got, of course, we were in rush hour traffic coming back. Man, it was a little crazy. Uh-oh, she got wounded. We'll get you a splash guard. Jimmy John, gosh, I recognize this voice. Hello, Gus. Gus, you got somebody saying hello to you, Jimmy John. And Jimmy John, how are you? We're doing great. We're having a blast. We've had there it is. See that fish head? We've gotten a lot of messages. We've gotten a lot of messages from Filipinas, Lorelai's friend, saying, "Oh, please bring me some sand, bring me some fish heads, bring me this, bring me that." But you know what's funny is nobody ever offers to bring us anything. Now, I got it covered, Dennis. There's somebody there. I got it covered. So yeah, we're not worried about that part because that's taken care of. But it is a concern usually, but no. David Carroll says, I was married to a Filipina. I don't really have a Texas accent. I just have a southern one, so I'll do that one. Well, I was married to a Filipina, enjoyed some of the dishes, enjoyed some of the delicious Pampa Janyagand. I don't know what the hell that is. Married. She passed away though. Sorry, man. Tried to book her up. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that happened. No, Dennis. That ain't happening. That's not happening. We don't even hear from her anymore. Boy, that snapper head looks damn good. A little big for soup though. Well, she's going to fry this one tonight. We got some others, and they're going to... Lorelai is going to be the toast of the town with the Filipinos when we get home. Because now they all know that she has all kinds of fish heads and fish, and we're going to catch more. She's going to have every one of them saying, "Oh, Lorelai, friend, remember me? I'm your friend." But a little big for soup, yeah, I think she's going to fry it. She's cutting it up into smaller pieces.
Yeah, but this is the only one knife here.
Yeah, we only have one knife, and it's a shitty knife here at the Airbnb. You want me to stab it? Yeah. Maybe we'll make a comment about that in the review of the Airbnb. Very dull knife. Bring your own knife. Well, David, if you're still a young man, are you going to hook up with another Filipina? Or you kind of decided you had enough? Yep, that's what she did, Jimmy John. She got the 2 nice big old chunks of meat out of it. And the same thing with the grouper. Yeah, I didn't know this until I married my Filipina, but grouper heads have a hollow spot right here. You like that? You like that? And there's big chunks of meat right there. But Lorelai's doing her best out there. As a lot of these bigger fish, people don't realize that they got a lot of hidden meat. You know, a lot of people just bring them in to be processed, and they take all the fillets off and they get rid of the rest. Ah, you know you're a seafood distributor. Woo-hoo. Well, we needed your phone number. That way, you need to email my YouTube channel. I got my email address right there. And later on, we'll give you our home address, and anything you got left over that you don't need, you just feel free to pack it up and ship it to my house. Oh man, exciting days. Yeah, I don't know. Dennis was asking earlier who's going to get the eyeballs, but I promise you, Lorelai's going to get the eyeballs. Tim's in the house. Good evening to Mrs. Back. Tim, Lorelai's chopping up a big old red snapper head. Well, Jimmy, if you're interested in Filipina, seriously, subscribe to the channel, but I do have an email address there, and we know Filipinas, and so does all these other wonderful men, like Tim and Tate Sanders. Welcome in, Sanders, by the way. We can find you a Filipina, but yes, no matter who finds you the Filipina. What's happening? You want me to do it? You want me to give you the manly man? You want me to be the manly man? Yeah, we can hook you up with women. Sanders, hello, everybody. To Tate Sanders, hello from Sanders. Gus Sanders. JJ, just go. There. Yeah, that's the other. Hey, but Dennis, don't do that, man. Don't tell him that. I'm trying to get free seafood for life. Dang, Dennis, man, you're not good. Yeah, we need a cleaver, but there's not a cleaver here. But yeah, Dennis is right. If you want a Filipina, just fly to the Philippines. And you got to go there anyway, so that you can bring them home on a K-1 or a marriage visa. Dennis blew it, man. Lorelai, we were going to get seafood for free forever. But Dennis blew it. Because he told the JJ just to go to the Philippines. They're all over the place. So now he's not going to get us free seafood. Want help? You got it?
No, I don't know if we can stick the head.
I can rip it apart like a manly man.
Okay, fine.
Let me see if I can rip it apart like a man. Move. All right, man.
Needs a cleaver for that head.
Yes, we don't have to.
Yeah, we're in Airbnb now. We don't have a decent knife. JG, just go there. Millions available.
Yeah, he was going to get us free seafood if we found him a girl. But Dennis blew it.
Hi.
Dennis gave away the secret.
I don't know if you guys can see David. Pac is getting head.
Oh, Dennis. I knew that. Yes.
See, we don't have a gear here. All right, I'm just gonna finish that one. Yeah, come here. Wow. Hi. How much for Airbnb? This one is look like a 1,500 for 1 week. How many bedrooms? 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
3 baths.
3 baths? No, 2 baths and 1.5. Sorry, 2 baths and 1 toilet. Then it has big. It has all our this kind of a flooring you see all over. There's no carpet, and it has a king size bed. That is a big fish. Did you catch it? Yes, Tim. I catch it, Tim. I really catch it. What was that? A kitty cat screaming? Hey, Tatay Sander said, was that a kitty cat screaming?
No! Mainly man scream.
You could have sublet, Dennis said.
Yeah, we could have, but we don't know anybody.
David Carroll, I'm not originally from Texas, originally from New Jersey, but settled here after retiring from the U.S. Air Force. Wow. Thanks for your service. By the way, already subscribed to your channel. Oh, thank you, Dennis. And make a new friend. Could you have a sublet and make a new friend?
Yeah, the sun holds quite a few people.
Yeah. They said there limits 6 guests on this house. Then they have a good master bed. Not nice as a bed, but it's a king size bed, and the other one is queen. Is that queen?
Yeah.
And the other one is
One more day bed.
sofa bed.
Alright, well, so I got it broken open.
David, gotta sign off, but enjoy the chat. Bye. Thank you for stopping by, David. Jimmy John, you two live in the US? Yes. The biggest fish I caught is a can of sardines. Hey, oh yeah, David didn't do. Yesterday I caught a lot of by the bridge.
Yeah, on your Facebook page.
It's on my Facebook.
With me,
Ooh, that's good. Look at it went to a stingray. It went to a stingray. Good job. I will go around. Oh, you did the braid? Oh, that's an eyeball.
man, you said break it open, cut it open, and this manly man busted it open. Come on. Looks like you'll be ordering pizza? Oh, no. 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 Lorelai won't let me. I'm on a diet, Dennis.
Dennis is gonna order a pizza?
Yes.
Dennis?
And he said just add anchovies to the pizza. Marco says, hey, chef. Jimmy John, y'all at the Gulf side. Yeah, we're at the Gulf of America. We're down on the Alabama, Florida Gulf Coast. The Panhandle. Chicken? Well, if chickens swam in deep water, this particular fish came out of Florida water. It came from the Florida waters. Well, thank you all for the thumbs up. If you haven't done it, we appreciate that. If anybody likes what we do have a PayPal account. If you super chat us, YouTube takes 30%, and I gotta pay taxes on it. Jimmy John, nice off-white.
Dennis, thank you for the subscriber.
That's right, Dennis is a long-time subscriber.
No, he subscribed to my Facebook.
Oh, for Lorelai's blog?
Yeah.
So Lorelai has a Facebook blog called Lorelai's Blog. So if you guys ever want to check out what she does, that's all her, not me, on her blog on Facebook. Pay Canada, yeah, that's right. From Canada, gotta pay tariffs. Yeah, Jimmy John, yeah, we're down where, Destin, Florida. Lorelai went swimming today. It has the best white sand because of the oysters, the oyster shells through the Appalachian Basin as the water comes down. That's what makes that sand is oysters, oyster shells, sorry. So yeah, white sands, but here in Alabama, they get a little bit browner. And the further you go to like to Mobile and Louisiana, they become mud. Gosh, the more I stare at that head, the more I'm thinking about Senegal. Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but
I'll be honest.
we don't have
I'll be honest. David doesn't do fish head soup. David doesn't like fish head soup. That's oh, by the way, that's me. We're not doing fish head soup. The girls can all come over and have fish head soup until their eyeballs pop out. But I ain't having fish head soup. Well, Dennis, if you just pay your tariff to me directly, and everything will be taken care of. I talked to the government, and they said I could collect the tariffs for anybody in the world that wants to pay them. Yeah, you like that, Jimmy John? It just, ooh, look at that. Lorelai's got something. But we bought about, how many pounds of grouper head did you buy?
10.
10 pounds?
No, this one are 10.
Yeah. The snapper heads we got were 10 pounds of snapper head. I think we bought like 20 pounds of grouper head that she's going to take back to our homeland. And we got a bunch of fish, and we're going to go fishing tomorrow and catch a lot more. We're going to do a different place that looks like it has some deeper water that we might be able to catch maybe some black drum or something, or, like that. I had to go to Bass Pro Shop while I was in Dustin, and get some new leaders because we got hung up so much last night under that bridge. It was stupid. You're in Atlanta? We're in Arkansas, the home of Walmart, Tyson Foods, those big gigantic corporations. We're some of the poor people that live in that part. It's a very wealthy part. We're just not. We're the poor people. So Jimmy, how do you like Atlanta? But yeah, Jimmy, if you want help with a Filipino woman, seriously, you can email me, and we can try to help you out. Jimmy's picky. Everybody, yeah. Lorelai says we keep trying to help everybody. Yeah, the best thing to do is to go there and visit. And if you need help with that, Jimmy, just let us know. We can help you figure out if you've never been there. Because I can't remember if you said you had it. No, yeah, I don't think. No, the one from Texas was married to a Filipina. But if you've never been to the Philippines, we're happy to walk you through the process, give you a lot of tips and information. And we don't even charge for that. The only people we charge on here is Dennis. Yeah. We only charge Dennis. Tim, I saw you come in. I needed to ask you what the temperature was in the Philippines right now. All right. So Jimmy says he's been in the Atlanta area for 50 years. But I'm winding out and thinking about retiring to the PH. Well, Jimmy, in all seriousness, we can help you with that thought process. You can watch a lot of our videos about the Philippines. I got all kinds of information and people. Gus is from Georgia. So he's asking you, Jimmy, what part of Georgia are you in? What part of Georgia? Now it's a pig snout or something. But retiring in the Philippines can be very good, and but I think you got to give some thought to it and listen to a lot of people that have been there, lived there, done that, come back, and or like Tim, who is still in the Philippines. Jimmy's in Duluth, Georgia. What's up, Cousin Gus? Sanders didn't realize it. Cousin Gus was in the house. Cousin Gus also, which is Gus Sanders, has wiener dogs like we do. Here. There's our fat dog with the heart condition. See her? Look at that dog. Is that not just a fat dog? Look at that. Oh, call the police, somebody. Gus says, I am in Lilburn, Georgia. Sweet Georgia on my mind. Tim says it's about 86 degrees. Well, that's not too bad, Tim, right? 86? I think last week it was in the upper and mid 90s this time. Oh yeah, it's putting up a fight. But you're right, we need a meat cleaver to beat the crap out of this thing. Gus says, hello, Father Sanders. So good to see you tonight, Father Sanders. Oh yeah. 86, yeah, it's 86 down in Texas. It's about that here. I think it's about 84 here. Correction, it feels like 91 at 8 a.m. It's been beautiful weather, I'll say here. You know, even out at the beach in the sun, it was absolutely a nice breeze and beautiful. So, right now it's cooling down. So it's pretty nice. Get it all cut up?
Yeah, but that head will be on.
Jimmy John, her name is Lorelei. That is correct, Lorelei. Lorieely', blog with a B. Lorelei's blog. Loriely. So she's on Facebook and she handles all of our Facebook stuff. We got a Facebook page and some other stuff, but she's in charge of all that. I'm just in charge of looking good. That's all I'm in charge of. But she's fighting that fish, guys. She's doing, man, it's harder to, oh, Daisy. She's a good cook? Yeah, she's a good cook. She is. Filipinas usually are pretty good cooks, to be honest, because, you know, they kind of got to be. Gus says, Jimmy and I are about 5 to 10 miles from each other. Wow, really? And you guys should hook up for lunch sometime. Tim says, yesterday in the Philippines, it was too hot to ride a motorcycle. Jimmy says, yes, Gus, absolutely. See, you got some new buddies. I got a good cook. Tate Sanders says his wife is the best Filipino cook in the world. That's what he said right here. He said, your wife can't cook at all. He said, I'm going to get you in trouble. I'm going to get you in trouble, Sanders. You know, that's what I do. I get people in trouble. Yeah. Most Filipinos are good cooks. You know, if they got a little age on them, they're a good cook. Because they grow up cooking. I mean, defending for themselves. So they're usually pretty good. Now, I think they're a little heavy on the soy and a little heavy on the salt. And they like too many vegetables. You know me, as an American guy, I don't want any vegetables. You like Filipino? Yeah, I love Filipino food. I miss some of it. We, you know, when we go to the Philippines and we've been there and stayed there, and I've eaten Filipino food since I was about 18 years old. I've been in and around a Filipino community since I was 18. But I haven't only been married to my wife for only 11 short years. So yeah, I like Filipino food. I really do, some of it. I don't like the sour stuff and the fish head soup, but you know, lumpia, a lot of lumpia. Pants, it's okay if it's made right. I'll stick with that. Yeah, that's right, Sanders. Sanders got a good woman. Veggies not food. Veggies comes from the. There you go. I'm not picking you up. You're also a meat distributor. See, you need to be my new buddy. Anything left over, especially if it's like pork. Ugh, all right, sit down. I know you've had a rough day. No, you're not getting on the table. Here's a hot dog. Can you distribute this hot dog? It weighs 20 pounds. Well, you don't want to look at the camera now? Look, over here. Why are you turning your head that way? What kind of meat do you distribute? Dennis is going to be here, and Dennis is going to make a crack about the meat, about distributing meat. Just wait. So yeah, Lorelei's a good cook. She's fighting with the seasoning. We forgot to bring our seasoning with us, which we usually do when we go to Airbnbs. So we had to go to Wally World and get some more. So now she's fighting with the seasoning bottles. She's had a rough day. But it's looking good. It's going to be good. If you see a nice 22-ounce KC strip in the center of the plate, then a little veggie is okay. I agree. What I would prefer with that is a little side of mashed potatoes. You know, something like that. As long as it's not green. And carrot on the side would be all right. Some baby carrots, you know, glazed baby carrots. But I'm more of a mashed potato boy. Is what I like. You're doing good, Lorelei. And we're going to have all kinds of food to eat. Hey. And to be honest, Jimmy, I haven't seen a nice 22-ounce KC strip in a very long time, period. So, you know, or a 10-ounce for that matter. So, Lorelei likes meat. She's more of a meat eater than I am. I'm more of I don't know what I am, a crappy eater. I like meatloaf. I guess I don't like, to be honest, I really don't like to eat steak too much. I really don't. Yes, yeah. And we do have a couple of local butchers where we live. And you can buy, and he imports a lot of stuff like, you know, buffalo and all kinds of other, he doesn't have any lions and tigers, but he definitely has buffalo. And Lorelei would be happy to do this back home because we got all the good stuff back home. So she's doing it Filipino style tonight to try to just muck through. And she hates electric stoves. We have gas at home. And she'd rather cook on the gas or the charcoal. But we're making do because we're on vacation. Is that right? Turn you guys around so you're just not looking at. So I turn them around so they just weren't looking at nothing. At least they could look at me. Well, now you're too late. You want to do that again? Come on, do it again. Shake your money maker. Woo! So how are you frying it? What are you going to do to it? Yeah, electric's no good. Gas, yeah, we don't like electric. I told Lorelei, I said, the next house we buy, because we're looking for a retirement, where we're going to retire at. And I told her, if the house is great and it has electric stove, as long as the electric stove is on the outside wall, well, we can figure out how to get gas or propane to a stove. have any tongs. Dang, Dave, you and I are about the same size. I wear 4XL. Yeah, I wear 4XL. This shirt here is from China. Oh, sorry, you can't see me. This shirt here is from China, if I think, or Bahama, I don't know where this shirt's from. But yeah, I wear about a 4XL to a 3XL. I've dropped 60 pounds. I'm trying to get down to dropping 80 pounds. So yeah, but yeah. And my big thing is tropical shirts, watches, and hats are kind of my thing. A nice 10-ounce New York strip and about 6 ounces of scallops, all broiled. Ooh, yeah, scallops are good. I like seafood. Yeah, I like seafood. I don't, shrimp gets kind of boring, but I like a lot of seafood and fish. It's not even hot yet.
Why do you take so long?
Because it's electric and it sucks. So yeah, I'm not for sure what size it is. I think Lorelai bought me a bunch of shirts a while back. Here, I'll show you my muscles. Let me see what size this is. We got some from Temu. No, this is something we bought on a cruise ship or something. This is a 4XL. I'll show you. It's a 4XL US, and this is big on me, but loose on me, not big, but loose. It's a 4XL, American 4XL UK, European Union 4XL, JP, which I don't know what that is, maybe Japan. It's a 6XL. Well, that's what this one is. So it's kind of baggy on me, which is all right. See? Tim likes a little surf and turf action. Yes. Yes, we like surf and turf. Lorelai eats the turf. I eat a bite or two of the turf, and then we share we usually share our food. I guess if you're old and married like us, when we go to restaurants and places, I order the opposite of what she's, and we kind of just mix and match and have a good time doing it that way. Is what we do. All right, so Jimmy wears Hawaiian shirts and or my Georgia Bulldogs attire and my dog hats. Yeah, I'm into fedoras and flat caps, so I don't wear baseball caps. I only wear fedoras, flat caps. And I got a bunch of different types of fedoras, like the stingy brims and the wide brimmed straw. I got a lot of different ones. And I probably got a couple of 100 tropical shirts. Hey, Dennis, sorry, Tim, I can take this shirt right back off, baby. And this one here, this black one, comes off really easy. So you better behave in there, because I'll start. Well, that's correct. That's right. He was your offensive coordinator. He was at Arkansas, then went to Georgia, then back to Arkansas, if I remember right. I thought he was your defensive line coach or offensive line coach. Yeah, a coordinator. Okay, offensive coordinator. That's right. But I thought he was the offensive line coach, not the... All right, Lorelai's cooking. Can you see it, hear it? Yeah, I think he was the offensive line coach. He left Arkansas for Georgia, was there for 3 or 4 years, and then we hired him back. And I think it was the offensive line coach here too. Well, in Arkansas, not Alabama. Yeah, he was bigger than us, but he's dropped quite a bit of weight. And he had hip surgery a couple months ago. Oh yeah, the stripper song. Boo boo bom bom. What is the stripper song? Bom 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 bom. Ooh, ooh. No, I don't know what it is. I've never been to strippers, Tim. How come you know the stripper song, Tim? You know? What else do you know about strippers, Tim? Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. Lorelai's out of her cooking element because we're in a Airbnb. Yes, we did for a year. Yes, Jim, we did. Jimmy. By the way, Jimmy John, I love your sandwiches. I'm sure you hear that all the time, but your sandwiches are my favorite sandwiches of all the sandwiches through a fast food place. Yeah, my wife is from Cebu, the Philippines, Cebu Island. And the Cebu City, which is the second largest city in the Philippines. Gus says, go doggies, sick 'em. Where are you sicking them to? Are they hungry? Do they need to eat? What's the problem? I heard it on the TV. Yeah, sure you did. You were in the Air Force, weren't you, Tim? So you probably went to those strip clubs a lot, I hear. I heard that you Navy and Air Force boys really like them strip clubs. Jimmy understands? I know. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up, by the way. We appreciate that. We do appreciate all the support. We're trying to grow our channel because I'm trying to raise enough money to buy a house on the water for my beautiful wife. So we only need about $5 million, but we'll take $5. So Galactic's in the house. Hey man, what's going on? Lorelai's cooking fish. You missed it. Everybody say hello to Galactic Gaming. Galactic say hello to everybody. Thanks, 250 stores in the Southeast. No, I was Jimmy John long before he was JJ Sand. Oh my God. Georgia Bulldog football team. Go dogs. Go dogs. I got 2 dogs. How many dogs do you have? They don't play the stripper song at the strip clubs? Well, only I wouldn't know. Ooh, what's fish? She's cooking a red snapper head, bigger than my head. And my head's pretty damn big. Galactic Gaming is saying, hello, Lorelai. Come on over. Lorelai will feed you. You better. I'm hoping we don't set the smoke detector off. Starting to worry about the smoke detector going off. Jimmy says, I have a dog. I don't even know what the hell that is. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't even know if I can pronounce it. A Shiba Inu. I don't know what the hell. Oh, Shiba Inu. Oh my God. Sound like Dennis. There's a lot of meat on fish heads. I've never tried it before. Yeah, there is. I was telling the guys that I didn't know that until Lorelai and I got married and she showed me all of the meat on the fish head. You want to say? Got something to say?
No. How the fish is not look like a fish.
Yeah, she's got it all butchered up. I think she's got it already cut up and she's frying it. Tim says it was 112 degrees yesterday. Wow. That's a little warm even for the Philippines. It's Japanese breed, medium size, similar to a husky. Is it the one with the wrinkly face, or is that a Shar-Pei? Can we see it? Sure, you want to see the fish? All right, hang on. They want to see what's going on in fish land. Hold on, everybody. So here's the fish that she's frying. Huh?
Open the bowl.
And there's a fish eyeball.
Looking at you.
Looking right at you. There's some more of the fish head all busted up. I think I better come over here and turn the ceiling fan on. Get some air moving. That's my doggy Daisy. That's our dog Lily. Lily's the one with the broken foot. See it? See that foot? How it's hooked? So this is the Airbnb we rented. Got to get a bottle of water. Here. Yeah, oh yeah, there's plenty to make soup. Oh, maybe I'm gonna let the girls out. I'm gonna let my dogs out to pee. All right, maybe we'll sit out here a couple minutes and let Lorelai do her thing. Hey, there's Lorelai. Look, I'm a stalker. I'm checking her out through the window. Yeah, she's making a batch of fish head soup, and then she's frying some because she knows. Look at that beautiful sky. Oh, let me show you. You guys want to see the Airbnb that we're in? So here's the yard. Really kind of small, real very, very, very small. But it's a pet-friendly one, which is hard to find. But this is the yard for the dogs. They didn't mow the yard though, and their patio area is a mess, but you know, it's only for a week. And we had to choose one that was pet-friendly. So that limited our options. Girls. So that limited our options a lot. Yeah, Jimmy, we actually have a dirty kitchen. In fact, I just extended it, made it better. And I made some videos about how we extended our patio that I'm going to put on the YouTube channel when I get back home. But yeah, we have a dirty kitchen. Or, in America, a barbecue grill, a barbecue area. Well, we're currently in the state of Alabama at an Airbnb, not our house. We wouldn't own this place. unless we had to. One, it's on a corner on a very busy street. Two, it's kind of a shotgun house. And you could tell the builder was a very cheap builder. Really cheap. But when you got to take your dogs traveling, you know, beggars can't be choosy, I guess. So, Lorelei says her fish was good. Orange Beach area, that's correct. Yeah, we were in Orange Beach fishing last night. We went to Destin, Florida today. We went to Pensacola yesterday and Orange Beach. Tomorrow we're back at Fairhope, and then we're going to Spanish Fort and Dauphin, Florida. We've already been down on Dauphin Island, hung out down there, looked at some birds. So we've been all over this region. I mean, all over this region. So we're in southern Alabama on the Gulf of America. Airbnb has no view anywhere. So we kind of, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, you know, it's, yeah, it is what it is. We've stayed in some really nice Airbnbs, and we've never stayed in a really bad one though. Luckily for us, we've never, ever had to stay in a bad one. We've stayed in a couple of crappy hotels, you know, that we booked, but we got there and didn't realize it was a crappy hotel. Yeah, Jimmy, very nice. You close to the beach? Yeah, okay, where we're at today, we're about 30 minutes from the beach, where you could go swimming. Jimmy goes, I go to Bayou Battery. Yep, that's right around the corner from us. Well, kind of, you know what I mean. It's over yonder. So yeah, we're about 30, let's say, where we're staying at, we're probably 40 minutes from Fort Morgan, if you know where Fort Morgan is, down in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So we're a good 40-minute drive to the end where Fort Morgan is. Pat says, good evening, everybody. So we didn't stay down at the beach this time because we couldn't find where we could have the dogs. That was safe for the dogs. Pat said hello. Everybody said hello to Gus. Gus said hello to everybody. Said hello, Gus, brother. Yes. A lot of good people in here tonight. Thank you all for the thumbs up. So that's kind of where we're at. It's just a basic house. It's a big house. It's about, I don't know, maybe 1,800 square feet. It's pretty big. It looks like it's a nice house, but it has shitty finishes. You know what I mean? I think it's you know, I don't know who built it. Maybe D.R. Horton or somebody. But, you know, it's an Airbnb. It's all right. We're only here, and we leave back Saturday morning. But we wanted to be in this location, definitely, you know, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Foley, Alabama is where we're at. So because we're thinking about buying a house here in the Foley, Fairhope, Dauphin, Spanish Fort region, and or in Mobile, Alabama, which we've spent a lot of time over there. We go back there on Thursday, meet with a real estate broker. But I'm not excited about Mobile. Mobile seems really dirty and ran down. I know there's a lot of jobs for Lorelei to work, but I don't know. I'm not too excited about it. But we're also considering, you know, Cocoa Beach, Florida. We've been thinking about Pensacola, Florida. We found a couple of areas in Pensacola we like. Kind of pricey, though. So we're working on it. We don't know where we're going to wind up. Yo, from everybody from Galactic Gaming. Hey, Dennis. Pat says, hello, Galactic Gaming. So that's what we're kind of doing, is killing time. We were going to go fish tonight, but like I said, we got back from Destin, Florida. So where we're at, Destin, Florida, is about a 2-hour drive. So we went there today just literally so Lorelei could get some white sand and swim in the ocean or the Gulf there in Destin, Florida. It's okay swimming here, but if you go over to Destin 2 hours, it's a lot nicer. So that's why we did that. We went over there. because we've been to Destin, Florida quite a bit, and we've always swam. So, but we may go swimming here this week. I don't know. We got a lot on the plate, and I got everything kind of scheduled out and booked up. But I do got fishing in there, and I got a day. I do got a day where we're gonna go shopping for Lorelei. In Foley, Alabama, they got this huge, what they call Tanger outlet mall. So I'm gonna take her there and let her go crazy. I'm just hoping somebody will donate money to my channel so I can pay the bill. What's the latest Trump news? He's doing good as far as I'm concerned. He's rolling and strolling, making the Democrats piss their pants. You know, other than that, I don't really know. I haven't watched the news the last couple of days. Jimmy says, Laura wants some of her Borke brick, the white sands there. Yeah, well, we own property in northern Cebu Island, and there's white sands there. So she does. She likes the white sands much better. Pat says, I'm looking at mobility scooters. Come show everybody. All right. You guys want to come over here or over there? No. All right, I'm going to show you her food. Ready? Yeah, baby.
I don't know if you can see it. All right, that's it.
They can see it. Looks like chicken.
All right, I'm gonna.
Looks like chicken. I'll get this set up. All right. Let me get caught up. Sorry, guys. Pat's looking at mobility scooters. Man, I'll tell you, I really need to get a new one. I got to admit, I really need to. But they're so expensive. I really need one. Really bad. Going fishing and doing things around here flatly show that I really need to get one. Wait, what? It's not the beach yet. We're not at the beach at the moment. We're at the beach earlier today down in Destin, Florida. Did y'all move already? No. We're just down here. We're not going to move until, if we get lucky, it'll be late this year. One, we're waiting for the interest rates to drop. And two, we got a whole bunch of other things to do back in our neck of the woods. You want some? Come on over, Galactic. We've told you that. That will be $25.95, Dave Ace. That's right, $25.95. I know, man. Yeah, you think that's cheap enough, or should I ask for more? Yeah, the scooters are. Yeah, the one I'm looking at, which is the Pride Baja, runs about $3,000, but it suits my needs. Come here, I'll pick you up. Aw. How's Lily doing? All right, I got the dogs with me. All right, so here's our life. Here's the life with wiener dogs. So this is how we live. All right, Pat says, I gotta be right back. That means I gotta go pee. Yeah, no, it'll be much later this year if we get lucky to do it this year. You know, if interest rates don't calm down and we don't feel right about it, we won't do it because we really haven't decided on a location. We do enjoy Foley, Alabama quite a bit, but we also, there's parts of Florida I like, but Florida has a problem with their property tax. Now, if they vote to repeal it next year, like they're talking about, where you may not, because Florida, you don't pay income tax on your state income tax, but they're hoping to take away property tax. So that makes Florida way more attractive, but the houses are way more expensive in Florida. But, so Foley, Alabama kind of suits our vibe. There's enough places for me to go fishing because I'm retired and bored. There's a lot of really good shopping for Lorelei. There's movie theaters. There's a lot of places for friends to go rent condos and come and visit us. Michael says, I'm back. Good to have you back, Michael. So there's a lot of really good things about Foley, but we don't know how the job market is for Lorelai, because Lorelai works in a corporate job. She makes really good money. So we're afraid that she's going to have to take a huge pay cut, and she doesn't want to do that, which I don't blame her. Michael, everybody say hello to Michael. Shit. Have you known that any tax that went away? Well, not property tax, not real estate tax, no. No, I haven't. But I know Florida's putting it on the ballot to where property tax would go away. And part of it is because people are leaving Florida by the droves because they can't afford the carrying cost of home ownership. Between the insurance and the taxes, you can't afford to live there. Then you factor in the high price of property, right? So Governor Santos is saying, look, one, the interest rates are so high. Two, people can't afford to own a house here because you may pay $10,000 or $20,000, $30,000 in property tax a year after you own the damn house, which is wrong. Now, they don't have any state income tax like Texas. They also, like Mississippi just decided to do, and a few other states. But that property tax is a killer. Alabama is about the equivalent of Arkansas when it comes to property tax. But Florida is about 3 times the rate as Alabama is and Arkansas is, Georgia. So Florida's pretty high on their property tax. So no, not really. But they're pushing for it to pass. I hope it passes. So we don't know what we're doing. Okay, so here's the key. If anybody out there knows a great community that's not trashy, where Lorelai can make good money, where David can go fishing, that's me, a lot and easily, let me know. We're interested in it. So if anybody knows a good area that we might want to study on that we don't know about, let us know. Now, let me say this part. It needs to be in the warm weather. One of the problems I have with Arkansas is it's too damn cold. I'm tired of the cold. You know, I have a lot of health problems, if you guys don't know. And so during the winter months, I literally sit inside my house for about 3 to 4 or 5 months, depending on how bad the winter is. Because I don't like breathing in cold air. I'd rather be in the heat like Tim is in the Philippines than it is here or in Arkansas. So that's what we're looking for. We've talked about Texas, but the property tax is high in Texas. And I know there's some cheap housing down in like the Brownsville area, but we don't want to live down in Brownsville. I know there's cheap housing in Texas, in and around the Beaumont area. We don't want to live in Beaumont because it's a pollution capital of the world. So we are picky. It's kind of like what I was saying about Mobile, Alabama seems dirty. You know, we haven't found the area that's clean. We're going to meet with somebody on Thursday to go over what he thinks is the best areas of Mobile, and we're going to go check those out. But right now, I'm not feeling Mobile, and Lorelai's only feeling it because she knows that she can get a corporate job there. But she's had job offers to work at the Port of Mobile, some corporations that work out of the Port of Mobile. So I took her by the Port of Mobile a couple of times, and I don't know how she could drive there. I mean, my wife she's a very good driver, but she doesn't want a job where she has to drive 10, 12, 20 miles or an hour. So getting in and out of the Port of Mobile is a bitch. Tim says, I don't like the cold. That's why I live in the Philippines. Not only is it warm, the food is cheap, the women is hot. So, but that's what we're doing. We're trying to figure that out. But I don't like the cold. It hurts me. I got on the Carnival cruise ship in Mobile, At least once a year. Nice. Yeah, we found out that they're doing cruises now. Carnival, because we love to cruise. We got some cruising videos. We've been on 5 different cruises. I think we only have videos on 2 or 3. And we've done Carnival. Now, Carnival announced that I think starting next year, they're going to be doing cruises out of Mobile year round. But when I Googled it and looked it up, Jimmy, they're only doing, that one only goes to like what, Cancun and maybe somewhere else. It doesn't go very far. Well, we've been to where SpaceX is, down at Cocoa Beach, Merritt Island, Florida. I like the area. Lorelei doesn't because it's boring, but Orlando's only an hour away. Now, we don't know what the job market is there for Lorelei. Houses are expensive there. I got to admit, a 1,200 square foot house that's not the greatest may run you $250,000 to $300,000. So it's a little pricey there. Now, if you go up the coast a little bit away from SpaceX to like Titusville, it drops, or south. But the Space Coast, we've actually been there. We stayed down there in Cocoa Beach and loved it. I liked it. Just because of the fishing. Other than that, there's nothing special there. I mean, besides getting to Orlando in an hour. The Pro Fisher is back. Hi, I am back. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you coming back. Man, my wife is enjoying that fish. I'm going to let her eat it in peace. Daisy, we're going to let Lorelei eat in peace. How are you, the Pro Fisher? So yeah, what I got to try to figure out, what kind of corporate jobs are there in the Cocoa Beach area. Now there is a cruise port there, Port Canaveral. So there might be some office type work there. Yeah, Jimmy says, yeah, short cruises, like 3-day cruises or something. Yes. In Cocoa, they go everywhere. We have cruised. Have we cruised out of Cocoa? No, we stayed in Cocoa for a couple of months, Airbnb in it. But we didn't cruise out of there, but we went right by it all the time to go fishing. We've cruised out of Galveston, Miami, somewhere in the Carolinas. I don't know, yeah. Is Cabo the same place as Cape Verde? No, I don't think it is. I think Cape Verde is on the other side of Mexico. I think it's on the good side. The non-tourist side. The Cape Verde. Dennis, if Dennis was in here, he would know. Because Dennis, our good friend Dennis from Canada, he spends a lot of time in Mexico. Good. What dog breeds do you have? I have a Black Lab, Golden Retriever mix. I have wiener dogs. Here, I'll show you. One of them is out there in the yard. See her? You want to go, but settle down. Settle down. Hey, that's enough. Oh, you're going on the Jubilee in 3 weeks? We haven't got to be on a cruise since we came back from living in the Philippines. So we've been back living in the Philippines for about 3 years. So we haven't, I know, life is hard. So we haven't got to be on a cruise in a while. Daisy. Bunch of kids outside. Oh, I love winter dogs. They're so tiny and cute. Yes, and friendly. They're great dogs. They're very protected, very loyal, very stubborn. But they're real fun to be around. We love them. Now, the Jubilee is one of the latest ships, if I remember right. And I know I saw the video on YouTube about all the people at the luggage area fighting who came off of the Jubilee. So they didn't fight on the Jubilee, but they fought in the baggage claim area. I saw that big mess. No, she's in the heart of the city. Lorelei came from the heart of the city, and we lived in the heart of the city. which wasn't for me. I'm not a heart of the city person, especially the Philippines. But yeah, we lived in the heart of the city, and I mean, and we lived on Mactan Island in the heart of it, was where the airport is. So, Jimmy, that's right. Yes. So yeah, and I know I know there's been a lot of, I don't know what's going on in the cruising world. I'm starting to be a little worried about it because we love to cruise when we got time. Lorelai works. I don't because nobody would hire me. I haven't had a job like in freaking 10 or 11 years, man. Nobody would even consider hiring me. Hawkbird says, hello, hello, good to see you. I heard Magdan Newtown is very nice. We stayed in Newtown. We actually did. When the hurricane hit, wiped us out at our house, after 2 weeks of suffering with no water, no heat, no air conditioning, no electricity, and eaten up by mosquitoes, a friend of ours found us a condo that we could pay double the price for to stay in Newtown that finally got power back. So we lived in Newtown. We did. We walked it every day. Let me. Hawkbird, hello. Everybody say hello to Hawkbird. I'm not sure I'm going to Cape Verde next month. When I go Cape Verde, lots of stuff about Cabo comes up. Okay. Well, I'm not really for sure, but I thought it was on the other side of Mexico. It's not the cruise, it's the people. That's my point. No respect for anything. I hate to say this, and I don't know why, and this is what I mean, I don't know why, but it seems like you're getting a lower class people. It's almost like when you go to Walmart and people set their kids free. They think Walmart is a babysitter for their children. You see these kids tearing shit up and throwing things on the floor. It almost seems like that mentality. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. Why all of a sudden the last couple of years you got so many people that feel entitled just to be ass wipes on a cruise ship. Now, because when you go on a cruise, you got to understand a few things. It's crowded. It's going to be drama. Take a chill. Relax. You're on vacation. We had people trying to, our last cruise, which I think we went to Aruba. Hang on, I got to pick the other dog up. Come here, Daisy, hurry up. So we had people trying to start drama, and I told them all, in a big elevator waiting there, trying to get on the elevators. Come here, Daisy. And I told them, I said, you people need to chill. You're on vacation. Why in the hell are you stressing? Take a chill. You're on vacation. Don't stress. I took a ferry boat for a few hours. Does that count? Yeah, we went on one last night. We took the ferry over from Dauphin Island, Alabama. All right, you two be nice. To Gulf Shores, Alabama, or Fort Morgan. So we took the ferry last night from Fort Morgan. It was about 30 minutes from Dauphin Island, Alabama, to Fort Morgan. I wanted to go on a cruise, but I just don't like the ocean. Oh my God, don't go on a cruise then. I don't mind the shore and beach. I just don't like well, don't go on a cruise then. I'll tell you, we love to cruise. I'll tell you that you don't know that you're on the deep ocean unless you look at it. If you're really worried about it, you can kind of stay on the interior, and it's just like a big luxury hotel, or not luxury, a big hotel. But we love the open water. I'm out there all the time on the water. So, you went on ferry to your brother's soccer game? So yeah, anything, it works for me as a cruise. All right, I'm gonna get these dogs in. You guys ready to go in? Be patient with me. All right, it's enough, come on. Plus the mosquitoes are getting us. The Alabama mosquitoes are getting us. Get in. Where's my red dog? Get in. So yeah, we love cruises. We love traveling. So how was your fish? Was it good? Did you leave me any?
Yeah, it's in there. The what is it called? The fry is good.
All right, let me get you guys set back up. I love to cruise at least 3 or 4. Really? Then you're definitely retired, and you definitely got some coin in the bank. If we had the money and Lorelai didn't have to work, man, we would do the same. We would cruise every other month. I mean it. We love cruises. What fish are you eating? Well, it's red snapper. My wife fried it up. I'll try some of it. I'm not really hungry, but oh, look at that. Fried red snapper. You guys see that? Look how nice that is. Oh, yeah. Damn, you guys all need a Filipino wife. Ooh, wee. Man. And remember, we're not in our own kitchen. Damn, that's good stuff. Well, that's what I tell people. People don't realize cruises are cheaper than regular vacations, and it's easier. Man, if you guys are smart, you go marry a Filipina tomorrow. I'll say this. No, you cannot, but you can take excursions to go fishing. Pro Fisher says, looks good. I just had some Cajun shrimp, nice, and steak and some home fries. Ooh, that's good. Jimmy says, you can figure that you don't want anything but being waited on. Yeah, here's what I say, Jimmy. Why I like cruises, and I tell people you should do it. One, I think it's you spend less money per day, but everything's taken care of. You don't have to drive anywhere. It's like this week, I've driven at least 6, 7 hours a day, 4 or 5 hours a day, I don't know. You don't have to drive anywhere. You don't have to worry about parking. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, if you follow the schedule, you book your excursion, you get your wristband, you go get on the bus, you go do your thing, come back. You know, food's there, the room is clean, you can drink, you can relax. I mean, I tell people, and you can find cruises for under $100 a day. You know, and I'm just such a big cruise fan. I just, you know, I mean, how can you not love having your butt kissed for $100 a day? And people are just, you know, the staff has always been really good to us. I will tell you that I think it's kind of funny that Lorelai and how many Filipinas work on cruise ships. So every time we go on a cruise ship, Lorelai makes like 10 or 20 friends. Back, says Pat. And with that being said, look, I tell a lot of guys that want to marry a Filipina, go on a cruise ship and speak to them all, find which ones are single, which one you like, and then take a whole bunch of pictures with them, all right? Stay in touch. If you guys want to get a K-1 visa, we already got evidence that you met. A lot of Filipinas, singers, cleaners, cooks, lifeguards, everything. So that's what I mean. I don't know how Filipinos do it or Filipinas do it, but they seem to know, they have Filipino radar, right? They can spot another Filipina 27 miles away. Just rented an Airbnb in Pennsylvania. Wow. Oh, you went to Hershey's Park. Nice. That is cool, man. All right, Jimmy, appreciate you. We'll catch you later too. And we thank you all for being here. Yeah, we haven't been to Hershey Park. We've thought about going there, but we haven't been there. Ooh. Grouper. No, red snapper. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's good eating. All right, my friends, I think I'm going to wind this live stream down. Just thought we'd do a fun live stream showing you that big old gigantic red snapper head. Give you some entertainment value. Hope that you like the channel, subscribe to us, follow us, support us. If you want to support our channel, we got a PayPal account. Reach out to that. But we're going to wind this down and appreciate everybody. So, Tim, Dennis, Jimmy, Pat, all you good people, Galactic Gaming that came in, everybody's been here tonight, Hawkbird, everybody. Michael Moore, we appreciate that. Lawson, we appreciate you. So you guys all take care, and we will see you, I don't know, next time.